okay? Let's look at now, guys, as always, at another 30 magician series around the world on my channel, seriously. 30 magicians, that really amazing magicians. Not really famous magicians, but really good magicians. So relax now for 10 minutes or so. Let's look at about 30 amazing magicians, illusionists around the world as always, guys. That really affected me, that I really love. Really good magicians, okay, guys? Looking at thousands of magicians for you as always on my channel. 30 amazing magicians, illusionists that probably haven't even heard of, but they're really good magicians. Let's look at this, guys, on this lovely Wednesday afternoon in April 2026. Let's go! Here's 30 famous, not so famous magicians, illusionists that probably even haven't heard of that are really, really good magicians actually. It's about him. It's called Erix Logan. Erix Logan, good magician. About 10, 20 years ago, it's all kinds of big illusionists, big illusions. This guy Erix Logan, very good idea. I think it's very good sort of suspension, doesn't he? On a sword and that kind of stuff. I think it's on a pair of scissors, isn't it? A scissor suspension. But this guy's a really good magician. Big illusionist, guys, actually. You may not have heard of him, but he's a big illusionist with dances, that kind of stuff. There's the Mousetrap Illusion by Doug Henning. I think he bought it, but it's a good magician. Love his stuff, okay, big illusionist. Erix Logan, I think he's not English, he's a European guy, but he's a very good magician, seriously, and he's done a lot of TV shows around the world. I love his girl floating on a pair of scissors. It's a very baffling indeed, guys. That's the one to look out for, a really good magician. Next up on my list also is Erix Chien, of course. He's a very famous guy. He was on television a couple of years ago in the UK. He's shown on a special ITV broadcast of magicians actually at Christmas time, because his act is really interesting. He's a very weird, he's one of those kind of like, you know, stage, kind of close-up act stage camera, big camera looking at the table, done for the audience, kind of close-up but plays big, you know what I mean? Kind of shimmering style. This guy's has amazing cards and stuff with, I think it's really cards, isn't it? Kind of changing cards and that kind of stuff, and coins and that kind of stuff. He's a really skilled magician, seriously. I think he's probably Chinese, isn't he? But this is kind of new wave of magicians from Southeast Asia, isn't it? Really good magicians along with Jidinis. These are great guys, and they're really impressive. Close-up playing big to a big audience, isn't it? Okay, with using cameras focusing on the table. Good stuff over here. This guy's very technically proficient, of course. Very amazing technically. Thoroughly technically complicated routine, isn't it, of course? But this is kind of magic for 2025, 2026, modern day magic, isn't it? This is where magic is nowadays, the forefront of magic, with this kind of groundbreaking, cutting edge kind of tech on this kind of close-up magic. Goes really well, A bit complicated for me, so many complicated moves, but it's really good magic. The wonderful Chinese magic of Erix Chien, really good. Okay, next up, okay, Jidinis. This is another magician. Love this guy, Jidinis, of course, very skilled magician. I think manipulations, that kind of stuff, isn't it? Is it cards and balls manipulations? He's obviously, I think he's from Korea or something, isn't he? Southeast Asian again, very good magician indeed, very skilled guy indeed. He's one of the new wave, again, of these Southeast Asian magicians with amazing skills, cards, coins, that kind of stuff. Very good skilled guy indeed. He's been on television in the UK. A lot of these guys get on, for some reason, Britain's Got Talent, though they're not British, they're Southeast Asian guys. But anyway, they get shown on talent shows. They're very good magicians. Jidinis, another one of the cutting edge new wave of these very technically accomplished magicians. It's not kind of magic I personally do. But it's very technical, isn't it? Lots of flourishes, technical manipulations of magic, sort of stuff that was done by Cardini, wasn't it? For almost 80 years ago. Cardini, very technically manipulative magic, isn't it? Remember Cardini? 1930s, 1940s magician, very technically impressive person. But Jidinis kind of like a modern day Cardini, isn't it? Of course, isn't he? And next up, of course, Derran Brown, of course. Love Derran Brown, of course. I think he was friends with Antonio, and a good friend of mine, Antonio, and who I did magic with in the 1980s and 1990s. Derran Brown, of course, is a mentalist, mind reader, kind of that kind of magician, isn't he? Very magician, very successful, of course. Hi to Derran, one up for Derran Brown, brilliant UK-British magician, mentalist, mind reader, David Burglass kind of frame of artistry. And he did he do one for catching a bullet? Didn't he? Caught a bullet in the gun, a live bullet in the gun. And he had all the chambers empty, spanned the chamber barrel of the gun, and put it on his head, didn't he? And pulled the trigger. And luckily, he didn't shoot himself dead, but he had to decipher which was the empty chamber, which was the chamber that had the bullets in it, basically. The bullet challenge. So amazing dodging bullets, really pretty mind-blowing trick. 20 years ago, it was voted one of the best tricks of all time. The bullet chamber trick reminds me of the Deer Hunter, that with good old Robert De Niro, isn't it? But it's like that anyway. So the bullet spinning bullet chamber trick was pretty mind-blowing by Derran Brown to modern audiences. Good old Derran Brown, I love him, seriously. Next up, Matt Franco. I love Matt Franco, very good magician. He's a very good magician. He's got a big show in Las Vegas I've yet to get more footage of his magic and artistry. Very good magician series. I love it. He does very good cards and stuff. Card routines, comedy routines, illusions. I believe he does a very good show in Las Vegas. I must get to Las Vegas and see Matt Franco. Very good bit of card magic here with Matt Franco. Very good indeed. He's one of the leading American magicians of a new wave of American magicians, following on from the great guys we've seen in the past, like Copperfield, of course, and Dinah, and of course David Blaine. Still performing, they're all performing, aren't they? A lot of them still performing, of course, including Copperfield, just about performing. But Matt Franco's a new kind of, Gen Z magician, brilliant guy, a really good magician, a very successful show in Las Vegas. Next up, of course, going back, I really like this artist. I saw her 30 years ago. Lynx, very sexy girl. She was a very beautiful lady, wasn't she? Not wearing a lot of clothes. That was the 1990s. Not wearing a lot of clothes. In a bikini, doing magic tricks. It's for the guys and girls out there who do that kind of thing. Good magician. Lynx, loved her. Really good show. And she performed a lot of late night telly, but she was took magic. Very sexy magic and gentlemen's club sexy magic. It was good to get a lot of work. I think she probably got a lot of shows, a lot of work, because she was a beautiful, sexy magician. I liked her show. Did kind of stuff. I think she did canes, silks, that kind of stuff, and all kinds of little tricks she did. She was a very good magician. I really liked her show. And one up for girl magicians. And this was 1990s when that weren't that many girls doing magic. 1990s, you know what I mean? There's Laura London doing it now, isn't it? She's really good. Laura London's really good, another one. But I like Lynx a lot. I remember her really, really well when I was 21, watching it on a 21. Imagine me, 21-year-old young guy watching Lynx. Amazing. This is the days of the there was that Magic Mike show, innit? Those days of that Chippendales, wasn't it? Where people used to go on stage wearing very little clothes, the Chippendales, Magic Mike show, that kind of stuff, innit? Lynx is like that. Great, very good performer. Next up, of course, legendary, again, very sexy at the Pendragons. Very sexy, of course. I did chat to Charlotte Pendragon on Facebook. She's brilliant. I know she's hopefully watching the channel. Hi to Charlotte Pendragon. Pendragons, 30, 40 years ago, really brilliant artists, particularly during the 80s and 1990s. Fantastic act. The wonderful, they did the Indian, was it Indian basket, sword basket, wasn't it? They did the metamorphosis, the fastest metamorphosis, body change, body swap illusion of all time. Of course, goes to done by Houdini, of course, as we all know. But good, I said it every week tonight. That is a great trick, metamorphosis. They did the world's fastest metamorphosis body change ever. I saw them on the Paul Danvers show, must be 40 years ago, and she was looking good then. She looks good now. It was always, his body, wasn't it? His chest and her legs, wasn't it? They were very exotic, rather sexy, muscular, very fit Magic Cat, weren't they? Very fast, very fit. The good old Pendragons did a lot of illusions, actually. A lot of very good illusions they did. They did the Artist Dream. They did 3 Graces with the 3 ghosts pop out of the box under the silk, the cloth, They did a lot of really good magic. They're really, really good illusionist type magicians, the Pendragons, one of the classics of all time. Classic, really cool actor, saw quite recently against Snake Babe. She was performing, I think, it's kind of West End exotic kind of act, Snake Babe. I think her name was Melinda or something. Good magician again, girl magician. I did see the actor, saw it recently, it stuck in my mind a bit. Sexy exotic magic with Snake Babe performing, I think, in kind of like clubs, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff, gentlemen's clubs, that kind of thing, sexy magic, like Lynx, sexy magic for the adult audience, bringing magic to the adult audience. Magic's a wide church, it's a wide area magic, isn't it? All kinds of audiences. Kids audiences, family audiences, adult audiences. It's a big world, magic, isn't it? When you look at how many people you can perform to. So that's Snake Babe, very exotic, erotic kind of magic, Snake Babe. Also over here, big magician, a theme park magician, is Rick Thomas. Does a lot of shows in America. It's one of America's leading magicians, of course. He does girls popping out of cages. He produces, I think, was it giant dogs, white dogs and stuff, levitations. He does a version, I think, of Flying Dream levitation, isn't it? That Copperfield did. 1990s, very good magician, very accomplished magician. I think he does sort of theme parks and that kind of stuff. He's a very, very good magician. Rick Thomas, top current kind of magician act at the moment. And the magician, of course, I've seen recently is Maxwell Blade. Again, a good show. I like his chopping the girl's head off, the girl's head chopping off illusion. There's very good shows. He does System's Revenge, Maxwell Blade. Don't know much about him. Again, he's another American magician, but he's popped up quite a lot. Looking through modern day contemporary artists, contemporary and modern magicians, illusionists. Maxwell Blade's pretty good, I like his act as well. And that, I don't know what this guy's still performing is JC Sum. JC Sum, again, he's been on my channel a few times. He's a Singaporean magician. I believe, don't quote me on that, he's retired. But he was a good magician, Southeast Asian, again, magician. Really good show. I think Vanishing Car, wasn't it? And amazing girls and lads popping out of boxes. Really good show. JC Sum is really good modern day illusionist. This guy's performing, I think, in the last 10 to 20 years in Singapore. Really good show. I think he did the fastest ever, most illusions in 5 minutes, didn't he? World record breaking to the most big illusions in 5 minutes or something like that. It was 50 minutes, wasn't it? It was really amazing. Record breaking show. Did JC Sum, a good performance series. I liked that really a lot as well. One of the best, really good, like really high octane in neon lit smoke and beautiful lighting magic show. JC Sum, love staging, lovely lighting, really good show. JC Sum. Also over here, I like this guy. This guy's I think European guy. He's an Eastern European guy. Magicriss. Love his show. I've been seeing quite a lot of his videos popping up. He does all kinds of illusions, you know, Mismade Girl illusion, levitations. He does the eclipse, circular eclipse box illusion. He does the floating box girl, the box girl. Because it's in a giant box, the box floats about the place. The tumble and twirl box. Does all those sort of illusions. He's obviously, I think is he Greek or Eastern European areas with the beautiful girl assistant. There's two of them, but Magicriss, really good magician. I like his show. Really recommend it. Getting through this, aren't I? Here. This is like 30 modern day magicians, modern day illusionists, not the classic old guys, you know, the old guard that's so famous. Russ Stevens, of course. I love Russ Stevens. Russ Stevens, yeah. What a good magician Russ Stevens, isn't he? I love Russ Stevens, seriously. Big magician in the UK, performed at Mystique 30 years ago, didn't he? Mystique and Blackpool. I saw his act, really good act. I remember he did Spike the Girl and the Spike she spikes on the sword. That's real Russ Stevens, good magician, I think, isn't he? He did traditional silks and canes and doves to the acts. I think he was on a show really long time ago, in 1980, very early 80s, called Up in North England. Yeah, Chris Hart's a magician. I like his show. It's been a Chris Hart show. Haven't seen a lot of him. I think he doubled apparently Copperfield. Apparently, he was Copperfield's double. He looks like David Copperfield, but good American magician Chris Hart. Must be getting a bit older now, but I remember him 30 years ago. He looked pretty like Copperfield, didn't he? The same sort of demeanour, black hair and everything like Copperfield. Chris Hart, very good magician, very good act, cut restore. I think Tom restore paper, dubs, that kind of stuff again. Very good magician, Chris Hart. Like his show very much indeed. Next up, of course, after Chris Hart, classic another American magician, modern times. And the magician I missed that last time is Hans Moretti, of course. Hans Moretti, great German, you know, goddess illusionist. He did levitation. He did levitate his wife Helga on a candlestick. He even levitated on a candlestick. I saw that back about 1982. I was about 10 years old. But Hans Moretti, I saw him perform live myself, and of course he's famous for escaping and chained up from the crossbows. He'd be chained up to a chair and two crossbows in front of him, and he'd get out in time from the chains. All the crossbows lit up, set off and hit him in the head. But he just dodged the crossbows, you know, just dodged it by literally a millisecond, you know. So Helga had an apple in the head, and he got blindfolded, span around 3 times blindfolded, fired a crossbow at Helga, and it hit Helga's apple above her head. He didn't actually, just luckily miss Helga, his wife. So this guy's an amazing magician, isn't he? Seriously, this is a great Hans Moretti escapologist. Did an amazing burning rope escape, did he? Hanging upside down from burning rope by Allen Copperfield. He did that back in the day, upside down burning rope escape from chains and straight jackets. This guy was amazing, guy. This man was a trailblazer. I think I was a man, the bald-headed lunatic, but brilliant. Danger magician. It was Hans Moretti, with a classic magician. I think he even caught a bullet, didn't he? I remember him catching a bullet on the Paul Dano show back in the 1980s. He caught a bullet right in his mouth. Amazing bloke. Hans Moretti did so many things, honestly amazing. He was a great danger magician, bullets and crossbows. And Hans Moretti, a legend of magic, seriously. Another magician, of course, European magician, Miss Katalina. Very good magician. I love this girl, really good magician. I've seen her a lot on YouTube, Facebook and stuff, doing clever tricks, illusions, balls, silks, seeing the dove, that kind of stuff, close-up magic. Beautiful girl, one for a girl, Eastern European girl, doing magic. Really good Katalina, Miss Katalina, very sexy magic bringer. Girls bringing magic to the fore again in Generation Z. In the modern generation, more girls are doing magic now than the old days. Because when I did it, when I was a kid, no girls, it was all men. It was all men doing it. I was young. There was no girls doing that at all. Next up after Miss Katalina, Tommy Wonder, of course. I remember seeing him 30 odd years ago. I think he's Holland, wasn't he? Dutch or something. Northern European magician. very good. Did a very good floating, almost floating ball. We did beautiful floating zombie ball, so beautifully. Tommy Wonder floated the zombie ball around the place. Great magician, Tommy Wonder. Oh, I loved his act. I think he also did the vanishing. I think did he vanish money inside? It ended up in an egg and a lemon, didn't it? That trick done by a few good magicians. Note, an egg and lemon. That trick, what a amazing trick, isn't it? Tommy Wonder, very highly skilled magician. I think he was also friends with Wayne Dobson. Remember that Tommy Wonder? I think I don't know if he's still alive. Maybe he's alive. I don't know if he's alive still, but he was performing 20-30 years ago. Also, Labero, a really good magician on this list of 30 more modern magicians. Next, of course, Connie Boyd. Connie Boyd, of course, I think she goes back to the 80s and 90s. Loved this show. Again, a very Las Vegas style magician, Connie Boyd. I did source a bit of her material. I found a bit of her stuff to put it on the channel, but it's very good. Connie Boyd, very good magician. I think she's really good. I like Connie Boyd a lot. Does very good illusions, good illusionist lady, Connie Boyd. Of course, another one, of course, I've got to say is, of course, this is a great magician. This is Shimada. I love Shimada. You know what? I was sitting when I was 10 years old watching a Copperfield show, maybe 1980, Copperfield number 3, right? And on came Shimada. And Shimada was fantastic. I remember that so well. He's brilliant magician, Japanese, one of the Japanese magicians. This guy was amazing, wasn't it? Was it umbrellas, parasols, fire, silks? This guy was a proper magician. He really was. Asian magician Shimada. What a legend of magic, Shimada. I love him. One of the great magicians of the 70s, 80s. His daughter does it, Luna Shimada. This guy had a wonderful, I love this real, Japanese, proper Japanese silks and canes. Very skilled magician, very entertaining magician, very flamboyant magician, Mr. Shimada. That's how to do magic, Shimada, isn't it? Really good. Another crew as well, modern day magicians I liked. I think these are English girls from north of England, Illusionesque. There's 3 girls. They do very good. 3 young girls doing magic acts. They're doing the sword box girl gets the box, got lots of swords for it, poles for it, also lever. I think they do levitation, is it? They do metamorphosis again, body swap illusion, like the Pendragons. 3 girls, good dancers. Good to see again, British young people, British girls doing magic illusion. It's good old Illusionesque. Another artist, of course, I loved when I was a teenager a lot was Finn Jonn. I saw Finn Jonn live, I saw him on television. Finn Jonn, he was, I think, was he from Finland or something, Northern Europe? Norway, wasn't he? He was from Norway, wasn't he? Finn Jonn. This guy was the essence of what I would call minimalistic, pure magic. He just did his hands, no props, and he would just do pure magic, floating a cigar, in the air. He'd float, vanish a silk at his fingertips like that. He did. He had a microphone. Microphone would float in the air. You know what I mean? Like that, and he had also a dancing tie, didn't he? A tie would take a tie off, it would dance around the place. He had a floating ball, had a silver ball float everywhere. This is great magician. He was kind of, but he was never. He was always. He looked like he hadn't slept for about a week, didn't he? He had that kind of like old school, like a Norwegian old guy kind of look. Like he'd had a few drinks, he hadn't slept, but he was a brilliant magician. Technically amazing. He doesn't tell you a lot, Finn Jonn. He wrote some really good books and articles of magic. I used to do his vanishing microphone. He had a microphone that would disappear at your fingertips. I used to do that. In my act, Finn Jonn, one of the legendary magicians of the 1980s, the 70s and 80s. He was on television quite a lot. Finn Jonn also did vanishing snowballs. He goes, my snowball, solid snowball, disappear. Solid snowball, disappear. It was amazing. It's Finn Jonn. Check out Finn Jonn on YouTube. Also, Galina, this girl's a lady. I think this girl's Ukrainian. One of the Ukrainian magician, Galina. Here she is, a very good magician, dancing around with floating ball. Very good act, floating ball. Very baffling, isn't it? Again, she's weaving physicality, body movements, dance with magic. The ball, so it's her body weaving around with the ball. Very exotic, very almost, sensational, romantic. Magic, isn't it? Weaving romance, exoticism with magic. Galina, I think she's not performing now, I believe, but she was performing 20 odd years ago. But she's again another Eastern European, bringing Eastern European vibes into magic. Good, it's got amazing one. Go to Southeast Asia, Asian skills and magic, American magic, big, comedy magic, UK comedy magic. Around the world, magic is woven with romance or comedy in different parts of the world. It's amazing, isn't it? It's Galina, amazing Galina. Another magician I love, again, this guy's great. This is Sam Powers, good magician, I think performing down in Australia. I love Australia. He's one of Australia's obviously best magicians. He does a very good version of the neon pole box with a beautiful girl. Again, his magic is out there. It's cool. It's sexy magic. I love the neon pole box. Rob Box he does there on the show. I put him a few times on my channel. A very impressive spike illusion. The girl gets spiked and goes round and round top of the spike. Great magician, love him. Really, really professional magician. Very good indeed. I don't know. I think he's performing still, but he's very good. I have to put him in this modern day 30 modern magicians, illusionists. Mr. Sam Powers. Check him out on YouTube. Sam Powers. Also, magician goes back at this guy. I should have put him in. You know, this guy could have been on the last list of the 30. A classic artist. This guy is a great artist. Simon Drake. Of course, it was really popular 30 years ago again. He did a show, Secret Cabaret, in the UK on Channel 4. It was a bit of a very dark, gothic, one of a weird magic show with kind of dark and weird side of magic, very gothic. A bit shocking. I think he even did a show with a rock and roll band, didn't he? A sort of like a metal band, Metallica or something. He did a show with them, didn't he? But he did kind of way far out Black Sabbath type magic. Let's put it that way. Heads being chopped off, blood coming out of places. He did a very good silhouette routine with silhouettes. That was really beautiful, actually. He did. Oh God, he did so much stuff, man. Oh dear. You know, he did a lot of. I remember the head chopper really, really well. I did the cremation, didn't he? Get the girl cremated, didn't he, to a skeleton? Oh my God. This guy did a lot of wicked gothic dark magic, didn't he? But the people love it. There's a big audience for dark magic, isn't there? He was the kind of king of dark and magic, wasn't he? Good old Simon Drake. I hope he's still going. This goes back good old 30 years, 1990s style of magic those days, wasn't it? Another magician, big magician. This guy's Spanish, Raul Alegria. Good magician. I like Raul Alegria. He's performing, I think, in circuses. I think he's down sort of southern Mediterranean areas of the world, Spain areas. Raul Alegria, very good artist, very good magician, very good. You know what I mean? Illusions, girl in the egg. I like the girl in the egg illusion. I like that. He does a lot of traditional illusions. I mean, it is spike box. It's a fire spike box where the girl gets in the box to put loads of spikes through and set some fire. Great magician, Raul Alegria. Probably check him out if you go to have a look on YouTube at Raul Alegria on YouTube. Good magician. Okay, seriously. The magician I can do as well is Jidinis, of course. Jidinis. These are the kind of circus act. They're very European circus act, but do a lot of really good magic in the show. They even get two dogs, I think a white dog and a black dog, and they put them together and they turn into a striped dog. A Dalmatian. Really good show, seriously, really sexy magic, popping out of boxes and leather. I think they do a very good version of Copperfield's buzzsaw, cut into the buzzsaw, girl's body over there, legs over there, separation. So Jidinis are very circusy, traditional. I love it. Traditional circusy magic at Jidinis. Very cool, very sexy, very good magic indeed, Jidinis. A couple more to go before we kind of hit 30 modern day artist magicians. Gaetano, this guy, I've seen him more maybe 10, 20 years ago. He performs, I think, in Latin America. One for Latin American magic. True around the globe. Gaetano, he's one for very sexy, exotic magic. With girls dressed up, girls levitating together, writhing bodies together, kind of magic. You can imagine, can't you? That kind of stuff. Girls popping out of boxes. Beautiful, very beautiful levitation he does of a girl. Beautiful lady levitating. It's so beautifully done, exotic. And I love magic that, it's not necessarily sexy. It's a little sexy. It's also very romantic, isn't it? It's passionate. It's red blood. It's romantic magic, isn't it? Romantic magic, romantic, exotic, primal magic, isn't it? Gaetano, one of the ladies, seriously. Gaetano, he looks like sort of Copperfield again. He's a good-looking guy, Latino guy. Gaetano, check out him on YouTube. So he's on some of my videos too. Actually, very good, Gaetano. Also, another magician, another act over here. This is another act. This is Primavera. Primavera. These are Japanese girls. I love the Japanese acts. These are sort of set about 4 or 5 Japanese girls dance around the place. They do a lot of illusions. They do Miss Go illusion. I think they do the geometrics. The girl gets the box. They put a triangle, square, circle through this box. Very good illusionist, seriously. Primavera, very top, very, pretty sexy, pretty fun Japanese style magic. Really good. Primavera, check them out again. I like the Indian box, the Indian basket as well. The Indian basket as well. Primavera, top Japanese magicians. And also this, I say, we're hitting towards 30. I'm looking at a UK magician again. This is the magician, Ben Hart. I like Ben Hart. He's performing, I think, around the UK. Good magician, seriously. I like his shrinking cards. Very good magician, shrinking the deck. Gets the deck and shrinks. Smaller till it disappears. I love that trick. Ben Hart. Very good magician. Good to see another UK magician doing really well. Ben Hart. Very good magician. I think we say he's touring, doing shows in the UK. I love it. So that's Ben Hart. I love Ben Hart. Love magic, seriously. A lot of magicians there, aren't there? Seriously. How could I forget Russ Stevens, eh? He's a very good magician, Russ Stevens. He's one of the Britain's better magicians, isn't he? Better magicians, Russ Stevens. I couldn't forget him. There you are. So I'm enjoying this over here, guys. Seriously, a lot of acts there. 30 acts or so here. It's a big video, isn't it? 30 acts or so here. Of big magicians, big artists of magic. Have we got this over here, guys? I thought I'd pick 30 more modern magicians that maybe you haven't even heard of in this video, rather than the classics in the last video, like the Copperfields, the Chris Angels, the Shimlins. These are other magicians that are really good. You probably haven't really heard of them. Anyway, very good stuff. Remember, always subscribe. Please like. Please share the videos. Remember, share the videos. Sharing is always, please do, guys. Share the videos, please do. Keep the sharing out there. More views, more shares, more likes. The channel gets bigger and bigger, basically. Simple as that, guys. Like you can't do it. So see you soon as always. Hi to my friends in China, Southeast Asia, Japan, also Indonesia, France, Germany, UK, London, and also Las Vegas and everywhere else. Seriously, America, guys. Everybody watching America. Love you all. See you soon, guys. And even I might even do another 30, even more magicians you probably haven't even heard of or seen, but they're here on my channel, guys. If I can get them for you to showcase these brilliant artists for you to see, seriously, and get the chat on magic going. Love you all. I'll see you soon. Okay, remember to subscribe, and for more magic as we hit 2026 and more tricks. I love that. Okay, love you all. See you soon, guys. More magic with me, Magic Mike, and more expansive, wonderful magic illusions. Subscribe and bye for now.